Oh, where are all my Careerservatives at? For all the working cinaminis out there, this episode is especially for you. Although, let's be honest, this advice is rose gold for any woke situation on or off your college campus. In this episode, I'm dishing out 10 tips on how to thrive in a liberal work environment. So grab your CUTEservative essentials and let's go. Wow, that was perfect. I'm AlexClark, and this is POPlitics. Do you have your listening ears on?
Oh, you're deaf. Okay, thank you. Love you. She's deaf, you bitch.
My first piece of advice at number 10 is to learn to listen. Okay, I get it. It can be difficult to listen to people who just word vomit leftist talking points. But listening is a sign of wisdom and respect for whoever's speaking. That's why y'all should be listening to me more. Just kidding. Maybe you don't feel comfortable sharing your views, but hear your coworkers out. Know what they really think. Listening will help you see your colleagues with some level of respect. It will help you understand your own argument, and it will prove your tolerance since, you know, the left is so big on tolerance.
For days, I could sit there and listen to them go on and on with a big smile on my face.
Number 9. Know your rights. You never have to disclose personal information, and you do not have to engage in conversation if someone in your workplace is pressuring you to open up about a personal topic like politics.
I don't want to talk to you.
Your private life is just that. Private. Always know your rights around privacy, not just outside of the office, but within it. Familiarize yourself with what your state says about privacy in the workplace, and be mindful of how other companies in your industry handle political differences.
It's a very private and personal matter.
Number 8, work hard. This is huge.
It's not just big, it's huge. Huge.
Working hard is so important. It can be difficult to work for or with people in general, but especially if you've witnessed their hypocrisy or felt the wrath of their opinions. If you're in a situation that isn't an abusive workplace, but you're still dealing with fear of being found out or losing your work friends, keep working hard. Conservatives believe in honest hard work, letting the best ideas win, and having an entrepreneurial spirit. Those things speak volumes.
If your arms ain't tired, you ain't been cooking.
Number 7, ask questions. There may come a time and place when your colleagues do engage with you on what you might think. If you're comfortable, remember your rights and the facts you've got. Then ask questions.
I want to ask you a bunch of questions, and I want to have them answered immediately.
A lot of the time, people want to educate others, so let them think they're educating you and you ask them the hard questions. In typical CUTEservative fashion, ask your questions calmly, curiously, and sincerely.
I ain't calming down no more. I'm thinking you trying to calm me down.
Your blood pressure should never rise during a debate.
It's not good for my blood pressure. It's not.
Number 6. Find your community outside of work. Maybe engaging in workplace politics conversation isn't your thing. That's okay. Maybe you really could lose your job. That's not okay. But sadly, it happens. It's still so important to have a community where you can be yourself.
This is us, running back into Moe's with our ass cheeks clenched, fighting the urge to spray diarrhea all over the place. Please God, have mercy on our wretched souls.
And with so many CUTEservatives still working from home, isolation is at an all-time high for some. Make sure you're a member of our CUTEservatives group on Facebook. There's the main one, but then there's also over 100 subgroups for people with different religions, interests, and different cities. Lots of them even doing meetups. Having a community will remind you that you aren't alone.
In the case of being my BFF, I find the defendant gorgeous. My God, Stacy, overruled, you're gorgeous.
Number 5, it's a political opinion, not their identity. There is terrible peer pressure in groupthink. A lot of people may not entirely agree with what they are told to believe, but they're more afraid to be told that they are wrong. And hey, opinions are opinions. They can be wrong or right. Don't judge an entire person based on whether you agree or disagree. Of course, liberals do this to us all the time when we have one major difference. People's beliefs change all the time, and with enough facts and influence from someone like you, maybe it can change for the better.
You seem like a thinker.
Number 4, anticipate a response. If you are going to respond to someone because they genuinely don't know their history or literally anything happening in the real world, remember that they are going to respond back. If they start yelling or accusing you of terms they don't understand, you gotta make a comeback.
Yeah, well, your face is gross.
Okay, maybe not like that, but you know what I mean. Statistics work well in some situations, but can also trigger fake news accusations when they absolutely refuse to consider anything other than their own opinion. You could try using logic.
Street logic. If your neighbor has a pool,
Then you gotta fool.
Hey man, get the f out of here.
Never mind, they don't know how that works.
Quit telling me what to do!
Anything is better than just getting yelled at. It's like water off a bridge after you've heard it a lot, so just get ready to fire back.
That's what your mother said last night.
Number 3, attack the idea, not the person. This is the problem today. Anytime someone accuses us of something, we automatically think that they are attacking us personally.
Sensitive.
This is definitely not true because at the end of the day, you don't really know what people think. It's not always what they say. When you're ready to stand your ground, make sure you are discussing the topic rather than the person's opinion on it. They will always think that because you don't believe what they do, that you are accusing them of being wrong. However right you may be, make sure that they know that you are not just saying you're right because their opinion is wrong.
How do you know what's good for me? That's my opinion!
Number 2, find common ground. Hey, you don't live under a rock. I don't think.
What is it like where you come from?
You've been around humans before. I'm sure you can think of some things to talk about that you agree on that aren't politics. It's so important to find common ground because people may be open to something they don't agree with when they know you have something in common. This is when they let their guard down and you can stab them in the back with how they absolutely know nothing. Just kidding, no violence, only words. Wait, those are the same thing now. Number 1, don't let it bring you down. If your day gets ruined because someone says something so dumb that they heard on the news, they have won. Don't let their incapacity to understand reality bring you down. If you know the real history of America, don't take their stupidity to heart. Actually, think how unfortunate it is for them to not know or even want to know the truth about America. And think how fortunate you are that you know how the world really works, along with your fellow CUTEservatives.
I love you guys.
Tap the heart button. Make sure you tell us in the comments, does your work environment lean left? Does it lean right? Is it somewhere in the middle? Share this to your stories and hit that save button. We're back tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific. It's pop culture without the propaganda every single day. I'm AlexClark, and this is POPlitics. Click below to watch yesterday's episode. Please subscribe, thumbs up, share this video, and ring the bell for notifications so you never miss the Conservatee. And make sure you're following this show at POPlitics on Instagram for even more CUTEservative content.